the fish.
Good morning, peeps. Welcome to an early Monday morning update from the Bay. This time we're near Umkomaas, South Coast KZN. What a beautiful day it's going to be in the 031A. Lukka sunrise there. Very flat surf. Heading towards low at the moment, about an hour or two of low. But newbie tomorrow it springs, so it's quite a big tidal difference. Not going to be much wind today. You can see there's an offshore blowing at about 10-15 knots, maybe 20 knots, far to sea. But here on the inshore it's glassed off, totally and utterly glassed off. Going to be a light onshore light later today. Absolutely ballistic. Call in sick, go throw those sticks, man. That's an away from the bay, and as always, dive safe and straight spears.
Oh, the fish and more.
Morning, Sean. Monday morning. Better to be out here than at work, watching the sunrise. You can see some fish on the screen and a bit of a nip in the air today. The wind's stronger than forecast, but here we are on our new favorite spot. We did well here last week with some bottoms. We're going to try again. Water temperatures seem to have dropped from last week, from 24 degrees down to about 21 degrees. So good signs for the sardines. Conditions are lining up well for the sardines. You can feel the winter chill and lots of debris in the water. Hopefully that clears up. But the water is looking quite clean out here, and hopefully it'll be a good day. We'll clock in later with you, Sean. Have an awesome day. Bye.
Few moments later.
Yowza, Adam, what a fish. And then a few moments later,
It's still alive. Just got chowed now.
Yeah, just mate.
what an awesome way to start the day. Welcome back to the Sardine News. Right, sardines, not too much news. So we're going to go with the old format and see what we can rustle up around the province of Eastern Cape and Natal, KZN. We're starting with Rogan Brent again. He was fortunate enough to be flying in the Umkomaas area, Port St. John's even, and further south, also expecting sardines, but they didn't pitch up. Might be an explanation here in this particular visualization by windy.com, our current meteorological and etc. partner. An amazing set of tools there for you to be able to check what's going on. Look how this current is acting all weird here. All those little pockets there must be getting in the way, because maybe the sardines are stuck in that pocket. They don't want to go in that pocket because it's too warm, as you can see from the temperatures going on over here. Here's a temperature chart. It shows very much the same thing, that we've got warmer water up top here. Although Adam said 21 today, which is very good news off Durban. But that's how the ocean is. There's pockets of warm and pockets of cold, and you can see by all those meanderings from the Gullis current, that's what's going on. And then we've got
theweekwithwindy.com.
And yes, we're having a great week, mostly south systems coming through. Right, we're going to check in with Rogan quickly, flying yesterday.
3,000 feet above Umkomaas River bungalows. That is Gazana to the south. I can turn around here. Light northeasterly. Port St. John's to the north.
Not a sardine in sight. But thank you, Rogan, for going up there and checking things out. What a wonderful perspective. It does look like that the Gullis current, as you could have seen in the visualizations before, has hit the coast there. And that there's no reverse current in that area, because you can see that the runoff from the recent rains is getting pushed south at speed, and that water is so blue on the outside. So that's definitely the Gullis that's meandered right in there. So there's cold water up above that, even here in Portception area, and there's cold water below that. But stuck in the middle with you is the warm water all over again. Right, so there's no sardines to report about today. Maybe a report will come in later, but I have to put this, my very first UFO sighting report, because this is bona fide. This guy is a cool oak. And he's just a guy on a fishing group, and he was standing there at Belito, and he recorded the same thing that's been recorded before, even far back as 1961, where these three silly stars, orbs type thing dance around the sky like this. Have you ever seen anything like it? But okay, thanks very much for sending that in. I think that's all we're going to be able to report on today. If something happens sardine-wise, you'll know all about it. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the channel if you really want to catch those sardines out. Ciao, ciao.